Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today's video is going to be a sort of demo slash review of the Makeup Revolution contour palette. Now this is a new palette that came out a couple of days ago actually, so this is really new on the scene, and it's basically, in my opinion, a complete and utter dupe of the Anastasia Beverly Hills contour palette. The shades here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, these 6 shades here are the contour and highlight shades, and these 2 are an additional 2 shades that you get with this palette, and they are both shimmery shades. One's incredibly shimmery and one is more of a sheen or a satin finish. I'm going to do a couple of comparisons with the Anastasia one because I have got that palette as well, if I can find it. Okay, so basically the shades are the exact same in this palette as they are in the Anastasia palette. So this is the Anastasia one. Anastasia, what is it? Is it Anastasia? Is it Anastasia? I don't know. Anyway, so this is the banana powder in the Anastasia palette, and this is the banana powder in the Makeup Revolution palette. Now as you can see, bar these last 2 shades here, how similar are the colours? It's absolutely ridiculous. They are literally the exact same. And this, I think, in the UK is about £40, and this is £8. I was sent this, but I wasn't told to do any review or told to put it anywhere. It was simply just to test it out, but I absolutely love it. Oh my god, I cannot believe I've got, I think all my contour kits are high-end products, high-end contour kits, so I wish I'd found this first because I kind of don't need them now, but oh my god, it's amazing. Now they don't have a variety of sort of light, medium, dark palettes, it's just one palette at the moment. However, it is new, so they may bring out more, but it has a range of contour shades. So it's got your cool tone contour, which is what I use, it's got bronzers, it's got a red toned one and a sort of warmer toned bronzer, it's got a pink toned highlight, a yellow toned highlight, which is basically the banana powder, and it's got that same shimmery highlight which is in the Anastasia palette. I decided to film a demo or sort of a mini tutorial on how I use this product, and I use it as I'd imagine any sort of average person would. I don't have any particular skills or anything like that. I'm not a makeup artist, as I say in pretty much every video that I talk about makeup in, which is all my videos, but this is basically how I use the palette. I think the powders are really pigmented. They are more than worth the money. It's ridiculous, like £8 for it, it's crazy. I highly recommend this palette for anyone who hasn't tried contouring yet that wants to give it a go. So before you go splash out on the Smashbox ones, Anastasia ones, I definitely try this one out first to just get your foot in the door in contouring, and you will love it. It definitely helps to have a good brush for it as well, and the ones that I use most for contouring is the Spectrum contour brush, which as you can see is perfect for contouring because look at it, look at it. Powder coming off it. Ooh, and the Real Techniques contour brush. This is a really nice one as well, but I think I prefer it for highlighting. Anyway, I'll let you get on to see how I contoured and highlighted with this product, and yeah, hope you enjoy. So basically I've done my entire face of makeup. I've done obviously the base, eyes, lips, everything besides blush, contour and highlight. So I'm going to use the banana shade from the palette, and I'm going to use that to conceal, sorry, not to conceal my under eyes, to set my under eye makeup. And I'm going to take it on this Real Techniques cheek brush. I'm just gonna rub that on there. Can't believe how similar this is to the Anastasia Beverly Hills one. It's ridiculous. But I don't know how well you can see on here, but as you can possibly see, it's a very smooth powder and it's really pigmented as well. And it's really holding the concealer in place, so where normally it would crease immediately, it's really set in place with this powder. So now I'm going to contour, and I'm going to use my Spectrum Collections contour brush, and I'm going to use the middle shade here. Ooh, you can see my desk is a mess. Yeah, I'm going to use this middle shade, which is a really cool toned brown. They are really pigmented, so you need to tap your brush off because it has a lot of fallout. And I'm going to start in the hollows of my cheeks, going back to the top of my ear. But as you can see, that I'm really lightly touching my cheek because of how pigmented it is. Like I'm just gliding it over. But look. I'm obviously going to blend this in because it's kind of crazy. I'm going to do the same to the other side. Can you see, like, I'm not like rubbing it in, which I shouldn't have done that. You can just see how pigmented it is. Now I've said this in like a million videos before, but I don't contour like my entire face. I just mainly do my cheekbones, and I'm going to do my nose for this video. I sometimes do my nose, but that's just because why not? I've not conquered do my jawline yet. I'm afraid I'm going to look like I've got big marks there, but when I do I'll film it, but I've not yet. So this shade in the palette, this one, is a sort of, I don't know, it's quite a sheen satin finish bronzer, should I say. Definitely more of a highlight. I wouldn't use it as a bronzer, it's a bit too shiny for a bronzer, but I love it for highlighting, and I think it'd be a really nice one for strobing if you've got a similar skin tone to me. I've not tried strobing yet properly. I mean, I've tried it, but it looks terrible. But I really want to start giving it a go properly, and I think this would be a really nice powder to do it with. But I'm going to highlight with this today, and I'm going to use this Makeup Revolution brush. It's the highlight brush out of the Curve collection, and I'm just going to swirl it in the product, tap it off, and just place the product on top of my cheekbones lightly. Same to the other side. This just really sits nicely on the top of your cheekbones. Like the way it curves, it literally sits on top of your cheekbones, so it's nice for easy and precise application. And I'm also going to take the sharper side of this brush, and I'm just going to add a bit of brow bone highlight on. Now I used this white shimmery shade to do the inner corner, and it's so pigmented, look. What? Honestly, you need to see it for yourself though, it's amazing. I absolutely love it. It's the best. So I'm going to blend that product in, which I put in my contour areas. Just so it's a little bit more seamless, because it can look a little bit harsh if it's not blended, as with all contour products. The lighting's not the best today because it's so bright outside, but it's just not reflecting well. I'm going to bronze my forehead a little bit. Now I'm not into bronzing too much because I feel like it just makes me look orange, but I'm using this shade in the palette, which is a very red tone bronzer. And I'm just taking it on a stippling brush so I get just a little bit of product, and I'm just putting it on the outer section of my forehead and bringing it down just to warm my face up a little bit. Now I'm going to contour my nose. Now this is by no means how you contour your nose. I don't think there is a specific way because everyone got different noses, but this is how I do it personally. So I'm going to take this brush. This is from Makeup Revolution. It's from one of the Iconic palettes. I think it's the one that's similar to the Lorac Pro palette, but it's basically the brush from there. And I'm using the flat end of it, and I'm just using that from the middle shade. I'm going to apply it to each side of the bridge of my nose. So I've got them lines, and then I'm going to take it again and put it at the tip of my nose like that. And I'm going to leave it and we're done. I'm kidding. So I'm going to take this shade here, which is a really sort of pale highlight. It's actually kind of pink toned, but I'm going to apply that to the middle just to highlight the centre of my nose a little bit. And I'm also going to blend out the rest of that product with this brush. This is the fluffy side of the brush. You can blend this out with your finger. I would say you lose a lot of product by doing that, but that's probably the best way to start off with, because you don't want to be left with some obvious lines on your nose, because that's just going to look a whole lot worse than leaving it. I'm not saying I've mastered this, but it's fun to play with makeup. So yeah. Okay, so that is how I use this product, and as you can see, I'm no expert, but it's pretty much how I'd use it on a day-to-day basis. You can do a lot more with these things, I just don't know how to do it. I need to learn more. But I hope you enjoyed this video and found it useful. Let me know down below if you're going to pick up the product, and if you already have it, or you've already ordered it, or there's other contour products that I should try. But yeah, I'm loving contouring at the moment, so let me know. Please don't forget to like this video if you enjoyed it, and please subscribe if you want to see more from me, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!